quality shots.
Let's check in with Katie George.
Well, guys, you wondered how OKC would fare during this period without SGA and Jalen Williams. Well, Mark Daigneault said instead of this time being deflating, he said this group gets excited about the competitive challenge it presents. He said the team believes this will significantly help them down the road come playoff time. Guys are gaining valuable experience and confidence in their play, which was full on display in that first half.
Good stuff, Katie. Thank you very much. As Merrill cuts it to 6 with that made 3. Merrill starting the second half rather than Wade for Cleveland. Dort connects. The 14 threes Oklahoma City had in the first half match their season high for a half. Here's Mitchell kicking to the corner. Mobley will fire. No. Up. Foul there.
So, and for James Harden.
Jay will, not that time, hit his first 3 attempts. Yeah, Kenny Atkinson talks about Sam Merrill as the ultimate connector for his team as Merrill buries another. He calls him the egg beater. He said he gets things moving for us. Never heard a coach use that term before.
I've never seen a play-by-play demonstrate an egg beater in my life. What is going on?
That's Kenny's term. I'm just making sure you understand.
Yes, yes, I've seen an egg beater before.
Merrill, the egg beater with another.
Did we just come up with a new nickname for Merrill?
That might be it. It's a 4-point game. Oklahoma City had
all by myself.
That's what you do. Keep Stevie LeBeau in your pocket there.
Don't tell anybody.
Isaiah Joe unable to hit. Joe had 4 threes in the first half, 14 points and a career-high 5 steals. Mitchell gives it up. Here's Mobley wrapping in, getting it back. Mobley trying to go back to work. Holmgren all over him, and Mobley still hits. It's a 2-point game. Timeout, Oklahoma cut it to 2, and now they've tied it. Donovan Mitchell with a beautiful finish. And Sam Merrill knocks that one out of bounds. Let's check it.
We've gotten 3 open looks. Offense isn't the problem right now, but when we're shooting, we're jogging back, and Sam Merrill has taken advantage. Get back. We need some more urgency on that end of the floor.
Good stuff.
For 18. And when you're playing against a defense like OKC, they do such a great job of closing in that paint, getting deflection structure.
Cavs with 14 double-digit comeback wins this season, 2nd in the NBA. Trailed by 23 today.
And why is a team as good as the Cavs been down double digits 14 times?
Now in the stuff, and the Cavs with their first lead of the day.
Go ahead and catch a body, big fella. But that's the thing. When they talk about the trade for James Harden, the Cavs needing to do something different, you see, they should not be trailing by double digits 14 times. And that's their wins. They've been down double digits more than that.
Joe can't hit the 3. Allen the rebound. Here comes Mitchell. Step back 3. In and out. Thunder blitzed out to a 28-5 lead in the first, forcing 10 Cavs turnovers in that first that turned into 17 Thunder points. But Cleveland now with a 1-point, they have just 1 turnover since.
Yeah, that's been the difference in the game. It's been a tale of turnovers.
Holmgren dishes out. Dort racing inside, lays it in, plus the foul, just beating the shot clock.
Position, and Lou Dort has done that as well as anybody on this OKC team.
You were talking about that analogy with Kenny Atkinson in regard to Jalen Tyson, who, you know, he's had a broader role at times this season and now is adjusting back to having to be more defense rebound focused. And having to stay in his lane a bit.
Well, and it's all, sometimes your lane can change. You got a lot of guys out, you get to score. Now, can you still make the same impact when everyone's back and we need you to be a defender, we need you to be a connector, a floor spacer? There's an adjustment of growth. There's also adjustment when your role shrinks a bit.
Harden and Allen, you saw the connection there. Here's Holmgren. Wow, what a crossover. Holmgren couldn't finesse it in. Hardenstein whacks it, and it's out. Cavs with a 1-point lead, 7:20 to go in the third. And a foul on Hardenstein on the entry feed. Now 14 combined between them. And it's come just between the end of the second, beginning of the third.
Well, and some of that, again, that's when Sam Merrill got going from three, because they had packed it in the paint. Now all of a sudden, your bigs can get activated. You can see players get downhill. One player can really change that entire dimension.
Schroeder in, Mitchell out. Harden throws it away. Here's Holmgren, shoveling to Wallace. Joe. Harden did a nice job getting back there. And a foul on Harden to grab Joe. And Harden knew it.
And now you have OKC is in the bonus, is in the Cleveland. You've got to defend without fouling. You don't want the turnovers to lead to now fouls that are going to lead to easy free throws.
Hey, let's take a look at our upcoming national TV schedule. Later on today on ABC, Denver at Golden State, 3:30 Eastern on ABC. Tonight on NBC and Peacock, it'll be Boston at the Lakers. And NBA TV tonight, Orlando at the Clippers. Peacock tomorrow night, San Antonio and Detroit. Big time matchup there. And Houston hosts Utah. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com and visit the NBA app. Knocked away by Wallace. Wallace to the rim. Bench saying, not too sure about the finish.
Oh, yeah, they were judging that. I love it.
Meanwhile, this is how the Thunder built their lead. Turnovers. They forced 2 in a row, turned it into points both times as Allen can't hit the floater. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last hits Holmgren, and it's going to stay with the Cavs. Right, he needed to go one step closer. Schroeder takes the three, lost his footing, and the foul's on Joe as Schroeder grabs at his right ankle.
I think he stepped on his foot.
Lean on him. Merrill's floater way off. Rebound knocked into the arms of Joe. Holmgren, Hardenstein, Wallace, McCain, the others on the floor with Joe. Allen, Merrill, Wade, Harden, and Schroeder for Cleveland. Here's Joe. Kicking out, McCain. No. And that one will make...
Oh, Price is Right.
Yeah.
One of the best stay home from school shows.
Absolutely. Schroeder buries the three. Wallace, little teardrop off the mark. Wade able to claw the rebound over to Harden. Here comes Schroeder veering into the lane, gets denied. Erased by Holmgren. Wallace the pirouette, the kick, extra feed, McCain. You bet. And a foul. Very big miss goaltend because it led to that McCain three on the other end as Harden misses the free throw.
Yeah, and we did the San Antonio game where OKC was completely depleted, and it was the day that bring, and it was just his personality, the locker room. They believed that he was the type of character that would fit in, that would be able to, that would be willing to sacrifice, but also willing to compete for every single minute. And we've been able to see that early on from Jared McCain.
And Mark Dagnall, as Katie talked about earlier, says McCain's threaded that needle between being respectful of the group, but also being confident in himself. Nice delivery to Hardenstein for the flush. Thunder with a 4-point lead. Here's Harden pedaling through the paint. Allen couldn't hang on, but it lasted. 19 from Isaiah Joe today to lead all scorers. Start of the fourth. Kenny Atkinson got a technical right at the end of the third. Tied for the second most tees in the NBA with Ime Udoka. JB Bickerstaff has the most, so Chet Holmgren hit a free throw to begin the fourth as Dort splash. 6-point Thunder lead.
And I don't mind that technical going into the fourth. If you feel like there's been a couple of calls that didn't go your way, you want to kind of make sure your team knows that you're fighting with them.
Mitchell, strong take and a soft lay. $20 points for Donovan Mitchell. Holmgren on a beautiful feed from Topic. Here's Ellis. Kicking it out. Mobley, no hesitation, buries the three.
Again, Chet is more of a shooter. I think that's his natural game. But for Evan Mobley to be able to come down and knock down a shot, kind of in transition, a delayed transition, it's such a difficult weapon to guard.
Wiggins off the mark. Tyson the rebound. Here is Mobley. Mobley looking to take Topic. Mitchell dancing, floating, couldn't finish. Holmgren posting Ellis, and Ellis fouls Holmgren on the floor.
But if you have a good relationship with them, they'll communicate with you differently. They will communicate how well you communicate back to them.
Williams trying to save it, cannot.
Well, but look, they are in every game just like you. I've actually said things to officials and come out at halftime and apologize.
There you go. Schroeder, no. Holmgren's 19th double-double of the season. Dort fakes the three. Takes the mid-range. Back iron and off. Topic the offensive rebound. Wiggins the attack. Met the rim and couldn't finish. Ellis long strides and throws it out of bounds.
Two of the best teams in the league, two of the best teams in their respective conferences. But right now, if I'm Thunder, I feel great. Half of our roster, our two best players are sitting on the sideline, and we are pushing Cleveland into as much as they can take.
Holmgren unable to snake it in. Williams connects. Two of those stars you're talking about right there have been so engaged on the bench all game. Shea and J-Dub. Also without A.J. Mitchell, another one of the creators on offense for Oklahoma City. Harden, 5 to shoot. Harden finds some space and the teardrop.
There's not many guards as big as James Harden, maybe in NBA history, that have that type of touch, that type of flow game. That's normally a small guard thing to be able to get over bigs, but he does it with such ease.
Holmgren the flush. Nice delivery from Wiggins. Mobley fakes the three, gets inside and gets fouled. Got that step on Holmgren. Hey, here's our ESPN NBA Wednesday doubleheader highlighted by 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Then Jaylen Brown and the Celtics wrap up their 4-game road trip in Denver against Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and the Nuggets. The NBA Countdown crew tips off coverage at 7. That is a powerhouse NBA Wednesday this week.
Which game are you doing?
First one.
Okay.
Pistons Thunder. And we have Pistons Cavs. All-access game on Friday. Wallace, another 19th Thunder 3 of the day. Their season high is 23 made threes. Harden will fire and hit.
James Harden with 15 and 7. Just a quiet game, but just so impactful.
Out of bounds off of Merrill.
Step back, just stepping into it, it's smooth.
Jarrett Allen comes in for Evan Mobley, and that may be the last we see of Mobley in this game, still on a minute restriction. Thunder lead the Cavs, 7:36 to go in the fourth. Entertaining game in Oklahoma City. Cavs, hottest team in the NBA, 7 straight wins, 12 of 13, 5-0 since James Harden got to Cleveland. Wallace can't hit. Williams, outstanding effort. And another chance here for the Thunder. Joe gives it up, 4 to shoot. Hardenstein barrels in and softly tosses home.
And Hardenstein with that floater. Again, when everything breaks down, Hardenstein can handle the ball, he can play make. So there you give him the ball, opportunity just to go finish the possession.
Harden trying to take on Williams. Harden, that's going to be an offensive foul. He hooked Williams with the right hand. And Matt Myers was all over it.
And I think a foul occurred before this. Right here, that 100% of hooking should be called a foul. But that bump.
Oh, the Hardenstein floater makes it an 8-point game. Oklahoma City has steadied things here after the Cavs had taken the lead in the third. After being down 23, Merrill, they need it. They've got it. Sam Merrill with his 6th three of the day. 8th assist for Harden. Merrill has 20 points. That is taken away by Harden off the deflection. Mitchell getting a breather, getting ready to check back in. Harden cuts, kicks. Tomlin didn't take it. Merrill contested, unable to hit. Tomlin flags it down. Merrill on the cut, the dish. Allen gets fouled.
Because you want to force him inside that three-point line, but he makes the right play, gets it to Allen.
Yeah, he is 6 of 9 from 3 today. The rest of the Cavs are... First meeting between these teams was a Thunder blowout back on January 19th, 136-104 the final. As Allen misses both free throws. 74% on the season. Couple of big misses there. Joe into the corner. Wallace. You bet. $18 for Wallace. 20-3 for the Thunder. Lead is 8. Harden, hesitation, floater, way off. Allen the rebound, and it squirms out of it.
But if you're the Cavs, this is a game that you want to win more of to feel good to be amongst those elite.
Here's Mobley. Has the mismatch on Joe. Mobley goes over him, couldn't finish it. Allen the offensive rebound, and it taken away by Dort. Dort to 3, no. Coming up next, Denver and Golden State. Right here on ABC. Mitchell has 20 points. He's 0 of 5 from 3. Mitchell got bumped, and a foul will be on the floor.
That if he sets the screen, it can cause problems.
Allen, little push shot is good on the delivery from Harden. Richard, you talked about this game being a big game, sort of a litmus test game of sorts for Cleveland, even though Thunder missing a couple of key players. Also, if you look at the standings, big for the Thunder when you talk about staying atop the West or chasing down Detroit for best record. Big for Cleveland as they continue to try and improve their seeding. So close to the Knicks and the Celtics. Detroit with a sizable lead atop. Joe, he got it. 6-3 for Isaiah Joe. He has 22. A career-high 10 assists now for Cason Wallace. Mobley unable to hit. Allen, the O-board, got hacked.
Mental fatigue that can come from losing to a team shorthanded.
Hardenstein checks in. Wiggins out. Last two seasons, Cleveland's 48-7 when Allen has a double-double, as he does today. Allen makes that free throw. It's been a quieter offensive game for Allen, who has had at least 20 in 4 of the last 5, and who has averaged 23 points in the month of February. Mitchell broke it up. Joe got it back. Big time hustle play by Isaiah Joe. Wallace twists free and reverses it in. Hardenstein the dish, and Wallace a beautiful finish. Lead is back to double digits for Oklahoma City. Mobley tosses it in. Still plenty of time for Cleveland.
They've gone zone last possession, now falling back into a man.
Holmgren fading, can't hit. Another key offensive rebound from the Thunder. Joe dishing, Wallace alone. No. Merrill can't grab it, and it's out of bounds. Allen, you know, Oklahoma City is not a good offensive rebounding team. In fact, they are last in the NBA. However, when Hardenstein and Holmgren are on the floor, they are a significantly better offensive rebounding team, and we have seen them really accessing it here in the fourth quarter. Here's Holmgren. Swing it around. Joe, a deep one. Rims out. Mitchell to fling ahead. Mobley leaking out. Waits and flushes. Just like that, it's a 6-point game.
They're going to have to continue to string together stops here. I like it when they end up with the ball in Hardenstein's hand as a playmaker or as a scorer.
Holmgren hands it off. Wallace on a career day. Dishes out. Dort finds Hardenstein. There you go, Richard.
Because he makes the right play every time, and then when he's in his lane, that little short floater, it is automatic.
Hardenstein in double figures. Harden cruises in for 2. Cavs looking for a stop with 1:25 to go. Merrill coming from behind, nearly got to it. Holmgren finds Hardenstein for the major stuff. Harden at 3 is good. Big time response there from James Harden, who has 20. Mitchell, Merrill, and Harden all with 20. 5-point game. 1 minute to go. Holmgren dances through the lane. Couldn't flip it in. No whistle. Mitchell comes up with a loose ball. An opportunity for Cleveland, down 5. Merrill giving it up. 45 seconds into the corner. Mobley a 3. No. And Hardenstein secures it. About a 16-second difference game in shot clock. Will Cleveland foul here? Merrill looking back to the bench, asking, what do you want me to do? And now Oklahoma City will take a timeout. If Cleveland's going